today's and tomorrow's innovative digital workplace. So I want to thank you for signing on with us. And of course, we're going to be diving into the latest features of all that Microsoft 365 Workplace has to offer, and specifically designed to boost your productivity and your efficiency. So buckle up, I should say, as we get going. But let me introduce myself. Um, my name is Cora Park. I'm the president of Diamond Business Communications. And our company, if you're not familiar with us, is a technology management company. We have a strong focus on cybersecurity and, of course, working towards helping everybody thrive in the digital workplace today. It is our goal to, lead the journey on that and help you. So today we have a special guest, and well, he's special to us. Okay. He is our partner and our resident Microsoft 365 expert, and his name is Nicholas Testori. And Nicholas is with NetLogic, and together our teams are leading the organizations to efficiently transforming your business's workflows and proven processes towards compliance, safeguards, and of course, reliable technology. So say hello to Nicholas, and Nicholas, I guess, say hello, and if you could introduce yourself, that would be great.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much, Cora. I appreciate that. It's a pleasure to meet everybody, and it's great to be able to present today about the modern workplace vision. I know Diamond's got a special offer on board here for today's presentation, so it should be a great day.
Awesome. That's yeah, thank you, Nicholas, and it is a pleasure. So yeah, everybody stay with us, and I can share with you that there's a great offer for some Diamond Bucks towards the end of the webinar today. So before we get started, if you have any questions, you can just put them in the chat, and I will, when it's feasible, I'll address the question to Nick, and we can get them answered for you. But we will have a question and answer session at the end too. So fear not, we will get this going. So Nicholas, would you like to take it from here?
I would be happy to. So thank you very much, Cora. Today, we want to talk about the modern workplace vision, which is how we bring collaboration, productivity, security, and a lot more to your organization. But along the way, there's been known to be challenges. Some of those challenges corrupt our productivity. Things like distracted workforce, disconnected systems, and security and compliance risk. All things we hope to manage as an organization. In small to medium businesses, it may be out of their purview. And in enterprises, they may be paying a lot of money to currently manage these tasks at hand. So when we talk about challenges to productivity, what Diamond's goal is to make all businesses a solution that incorporates these challenges and answers them once and for all. With our device map here, we're able to see that with My365, we can bring all of our devices and our network together into the cloud. Now, these different devices, these different locations, users, endpoints, networks, it's very hard in the modern era to actually be able to manage this at a very cost-effective level. What Diamond introduces with the modern workplace is the ability to have a very cost-effective solution that is answering all of these problems in a simple manner. Things like actually answering to our devices, our users, our compliance with a very, very simple model. The modern workplace vision is simple. Because disruption happens in every industry between rising customer expectations, new digital business models, and the need for differentiation. When we're looking at expanding our enterprises, we don't necessarily think, well, what's a cool way to integrate with different tools and technology? We're thinking about how we can make more money. We're thinking about how we can get rid of these disruptions and curve into the world of we're moving forward at an accelerated pace. In this case, however, the modern workplace vision makes it easy to understand how you'll integrate with technology and make it so it's easy. It's not a constant new cost that is arising that you have to deal with month to month, year to year. It's something that is inclusive, it's something that's easy to adopt, and it's very easy to transform with. So we're looking to become agile and innovative with the speed that we deliver our services. Some of the things we do day to day, we might do the same task every single day of the week for a few hours. And at the end of the year, it amounts to so many hours that we could have been paid just to do that task. Some of this agility and innovation comes in speeding up these services and making the delivery of them automated. We can always attract and retain the right talent by making it easy to adopt new employees, move employees through our company structure, whether it's promotion, if it's exiting, retirement. It's very, very easy to manage in this modern workplace. Providing friction-free collaboration has been something that Microsoft has focused heavily on. Things like collaborating live in the same document, being able to access your files anywhere, anytime, on any device. There's a lot that makes collaboration easier for us. We say AI and people start to get a little bit frightened, but today we're not talking about the newest forms of AI. We're talking about AI that lives with us already that we may not already know is there, like simple tools that are editing our grammar, tools that are making sure we're using the right security in our applications. AI-powered services are included across all the different Microsoft applications. The Diamond Modern Workplace vision just makes it work better for you and with you. Now, there's a couple of different things we'll be talking about in today's presentation, but we're promoting the adoption of a few different products. Things like communication, meetings, content collaboration, teamwork, and mobility all come to mind when we're thinking about our company's adoption score. We're normally more familiar with our security score, but there's a score that's more intimate with what we're doing day to day, and that's our adoption score. Meaning, are you utilizing the tools that are available to you in your licenses? And believe it or not, all of the tools that are listed up on the screen right now are included in the modern workplace vision. Now, we want to talk about communication a little bit more in depth. When we're thinking about communication, it's how we measure how people email, chat, post to communities, and communicate so we can understand how people are going to find and share information. There's a lot we could do behind the scenes. We could build absolute Camelot, but it would be of no benefit if it doesn't help the organization specifically in a way they understand. So research shows that using real-time communication tools creates a more unified organization and builds employee morale, regardless of location. Takes a little bit of time for people to get used to communicating all the time with each other, but with this productivity solution, it's very easy to connect to anybody, anywhere, anytime, and have conversations at the same way you would text or call on your normal mobile devices. Meetings, on the other hand, have a whole nother impact. We're able to use online meeting tools to more effectively impact the quality of our day and the quality of our meetings. Save more time by hosting your meetings online and in applications like Microsoft Teams to cut out a lot of things like having to drive down to the location, get into the meeting on time and still leave on time to be on home on time, to get dinner on time. Everything is simple when you're meeting online. In meetings that have a way to determine things like your video sharing, your security, your communication methods. Online meeting has never been easier. Content collaboration, on the other hand, is something that has completely evolved into something new. Previously, we would have simple Microsoft Office suite and being able to send Word documents back and forth for collaboration. Now, in the modern workplace, we're able to collaborate live in the same exact document at the same exact time and have everybody editing in a real-time experience. Content collaboration comes into your adoption score as we want to know how many people are actively using these systems, and it's something we can track. Content collaboration helps a lot of businesses out with specifically getting work done in a timely fashion. It's again something that'll save you a ton of time in sending emails back and forth, checking if you're using the right document, and more. Teamwork is something that we're looking for to measure how members communicate and collaborate within our shared workspaces, such as different Microsoft applications, Microsoft groups, and what the regular communication type is. So our adoption score is going to be finding out if we're sending emails, Teams chats, are we having more Teams meetings, and then surface the quality of that information so we know best what to support in our organization. If we're locking down Teams, but everybody's using Outlook, we've really done nothing to secure our organization. So adoption score is going to help us with getting to that location. We also have mobility, which is the measure in the number of people who have access to files using Outlook and Teams across all platforms for this part of our adoption score. So when we look at mobility, we're thinking about how easy it is to reach our files anywhere, how easy it is to download our updates quickly while we're on the run. Mobility is absolutely key in productivity, and we need to make sure that everybody is mobile and agile. And this generally has a huge improvement on workers and a large impact on what they're able to do throughout the day. We'll get into how all of these are affected through the modern workplace vision, but we want to talk a little bit about building a resilient supply chain. And this doesn't mean we're building the next Walmart, don't worry. What it means is we're building a supply chain in your organization of A to Z. How does a product begin its life cycle? Is it in the sale of a new customer or the acquisition of a new lead? What tools are we using to get it through our process? What does the middle of that process look like? What does the end of that process look like? And what does the finished product look like? So we're trying to help you maximize your operations with intelligent tools and apps that are included. You're not paying extra to have all these applications that improve the speed of your content delivery or improve the speed of your business. It's something that's already readily available. And the modern workplace vision is really setting in stone how you can make that available. Enhanced end-to-end availability and visibility, however, is something different where we're able to look into and be able to predict both the upstream and downstream impacts due to supply chain interruptions. Now, this could be things like ransomware, spyware, devices running out of date and no longer supporting the minimum OS. There's thousands and thousands of things that could impact the end-to-end visibility and availability of users in the supply chain. So when we're talking about enhancing this, we're using all those applications we just mentioned to help set up these endpoints, help set up the supply chain, and manage the interruptions seamlessly. Construct agile planning and distribution processes has been something that we've never been able to do easier than when we were in the modern workplace, mainly because we have a lot of tools that support the different planning and distribution processes, but all of the different tools tie hand in hand together very, very easily. Constructing agile planning is a very simple process. You can also optimize your everyday tasks. There's different intelligent automation and workflows. There's favorite apps and services that help you synchronize files, get notifications, and collect data. And there's even tools for different options, such as personal and business. Things like To Do and Planner versus OneDrive and SharePoint. These are all applications that are personal versus business, and they're included again in the modern workplace vision. What we're trying to drive home is in the modern workplace vision, we get rid of a lot of the exclusivity of all these different products and have one large palette to select from of what we want to use for what solution and what problem. The benefits of low-code app development come in many different forms. But the reason we talk about low-code app development is a lot of businesses have an out-of-date app that some organization made for them many years ago that they're not able to support anymore. Nobody knows how to support it, nobody knows how to update it, and they don't know where to turn. That's what we're here for. The Modern Workplace vision makes low-code app development very simple. We can replace old, outdated applications for speed, efficiency, and adaptation. It's quick and easy to spin up a new low-code app that is using a database that you've created and mimics old tools or even creates new workflows for you. So when you move into the modern workplace, try and find out more about the low-code app development because it's very simple to implement, but it's unique for every organization. Because it's low code, it's easy to make many, many different variations quickly. And many organizations stand up things like standardizing data entry, time off requests, expense applications. There are many use cases for this low code app development. But again, unique per organization. We want to introduce to you something called the Diamond 365 managed device. This enables you to work from any device, anywhere, anytime, using a couple of different applications. The first one is staying secure. And to stay secure, we have to do a couple of different things. First of all, we need to protect your emails, your files, and your groups with something called information protection. This is something that Diamond would manage for you. They would install this service so information protection can apply encryption and role-based access to your emails, your files, and your groups, either for you automatically with specific AI content or manually by the users who actually want to encrypt their information or protect it. Our protections don't just stop there. When we talk about role-based access, we can manipulate this access to lower our document editing rights down to read-only, and we can even lock it down to our domain only with internal only. So staying secure has many different layers, but sensitivity labels and information protection are one of the key components that we look towards to make sure that applications and tools and groups and sites and files and emails are all protected. And the list goes on with those protections and what we can do with this service. And that's why we go into our next set, which is data loss protection. When you're talking about your data, it's wonderful if you encrypt it, and it's even better if you put roles and access on it. That doesn't change a bad actor from being able to hack in and then delete everything from behind the scenes or accidentally export everything to the wrong location, public to the internet. What we're looking to do with data loss protection is help you against things like data leakage without interfering in the employee experience. Something a lot of people hear is, oh, that's an interruption to my daily life. And that's not what we're getting at here. This isn't an interruption at all. We're making sure that all of your data is protected in safe, sound locations with unique permissions and access so you do not have to have an interruption that interferes with your experience. Using data loss prevention in the modern workplace is very, very simple, and Diamond sets it up for all of their customers. The key benefits of data loss prevention is separation between personal and corporate data, protection for existing line of business apps, the ability to wipe corporate data from connected devices, corporate connected devices, while leaving personal data alone, use of audit reports for tracking issues and remedial actions, and full integration with Microsoft Intune, which is how we'll configure, deploy, and manage protection for your organization. We also have email and file security built in, and the long list on your right side that you see for spam, phish, malware, bulk mail, and etc., is all defined through Microsoft Defender, something that's included and set up by Diamond in our modern workplace vision, where we implement things like threat protection policies, reports, Defender itself, threat investigation and response capabilities, and even automated investigation and response capabilities, all done through Defender when deployed properly the Diamond 365 way. Most organizations are paying for all of these services separately, with a large bill just to protect their organization. But in the modern workplace, again, it's all included. So all you have to do is find out more information at the end, where we'll show you that diamond coupon about how you get all this security, this enterprise level security, easily. Now, you would have thought that was the end, but we didn't manage to bring up endpoint security, which is a huge core pillar of managing your security as an organization. Your endpoints carry all of your data. It carries your user information. It can carry your sign-ons, your applications, your pictures, your videos. For some people, it could even carry their life. So when we look towards endpoint security, especially in an organization, again, on the right-hand side, we'll see things like vulnerability management, attack surface reduction, next generation protection, endpoint detection and response, automated investigation and remediation, and even secure score for devices with Microsoft threat experts. There's a lot of different things that endpoint security is able to implement. But overall device protection with Defender is exceptional with endpoint behavioral sensors, cloud security analytics, and threat intelligence that is unmatched. And believe it or not, this is still all included in the Diamond Modern Workplace vision. Being productive is what we started off with, however, and we want to go back to being productive to talk about how that's achieved. With this experience, there's a lot brought to you, all included, as we look at the modern workplace, because in a traditional workplace, you're still going to have all of these different features, but they may be on premise through a server. They might be something physical, like an office. But what we're deploying is things like a company intranet site through SharePoint, where anybody in your company will land every single day, easily able to access all of their applications with single sign-on, easy to access calendar and files and resources, things like training on demand, and even Teams, if you're using Microsoft Teams for meetings, chatting, groups, and more. The SharePoint intranet site empowers teamwork so you can quickly find information and seamlessly collaborate across the organization. This is the stepping stone of the modern workplace vision. SharePoint is something that's included, and it's very, very quick and easy to adapt to. You'll get to know the experience because a lot of us are familiar with the former experiences, like a share or a server map drive that's commonly sitting inside of our file explorer. SharePoint replicates a lot of the old experiences that we're used to while still bringing the modern workplace out in new, productive ways. Now, to continue being productive, we're leveraging the Office 365 suite. And for those who don't know the difference between Office and Microsoft, Office is our basic applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, while Microsoft is our more business apps like SharePoint, OneDrive, Outlook, etc. So when we're looking at the different optimizations we have for tools in Office 365, we're looking at a lot of different application management. We're looking towards task management, mail, calendar, contacts, and even our personal OneDrive for automatically backing up all of our data. Viva is going to slowly start integrating into a lot of your life. It's included and it's integrated with all of the Microsoft systems. Viva pulls information from these systems so it can show you what your work life is today and what that's like so you can increase and improve the different habits you may have. If you're spending too much time in certain apps looking for data, if you're spending too much time looking for the right app, Viva Insights is going to be able to find that and help make recommendations. Low code business apps comes back where we build agile business processes through a couple of different tools. We've talked about building that resilient supply chain towards the beginning of the presentation, and this is where it all comes together cohesively. We have Power BI for visualizing your business data and analytics. You have Power Apps for standardizing business operations and data entry. You have Power Automate for customizable workflows and automations. And you have Power Virtual Agents if you want AI to be an automated chatbot. There are many different ways to utilize the Power Platform for productivity in your organization. Once you've optimized your SharePoint, you're enrolled, and you're utilizing Microsoft, the Power Platform is the very next step to scaling up your business, whether it's making other people have free time by scaling some of their workloads into automations, if it's making your onboarding process more customized to each person that's coming on board to save you time. The Power Platform does a lot of unique things and fulfills a lot of unique purposes. And in most cases, for small to medium businesses, the Power Platform is fully inclusive. The only time Power Platform is not fully inclusive is when it's scaled for larger enterprises who are using more data and more usage. Browsing better. Believe it or not, although we have many different browsers that compete, the best one's Edge. And that always gets everybody every time. So we're going to talk about it and why I feel this way, because we love Edge. And the reason we now love Edge is because it's built off of the Chromium browser. So for those who are not previously familiar, Edge used to be a very, very slow browser, we could put it as, until it was redone and innovatively made into the new Microsoft Edge, which actually integrates with a lot of different tools. Some are enterprise grade PDF support through Adobe. Adobe Acrobat now fully supports PDFs through Edge. So when you open up a PDF document, you can edit like a PDF in Acrobat, you can save it, convert it, and even more from Edge. Edge also supports the entire Google Chrome store. So you can go into the Google Play Store, download different add-ons, extensions, applications, and they'll all work in Edge. The main difference is the background. Edge just runs better and smoother for your device. So you'll also have a better device experience daily. The main reason, though, that we brought this in here is not to tell you how much better Edge is than other operating systems, because that's not what we're here for. We're here to tell you about how we can not only make Edge better, but other different browser instances. This can be extended into things like Google Chrome and Firefox very easily. But what we do is we include extensions like the editor, the Outlook and Office extension, so you have quick accessibility to all your applications and useful tools. And we set your home page to be your company intranet site. So that way it's easy to always get back to all of your company resources, no matter how deep in the internet you dig. And this is also providing an experience for every single one of your employees that is the exact same. It's predictable productivity that you can scale through your whole organization while managing it and knowing exactly what's happening. So, although we recommend using this experience through Edge, all other browsers are supported and will be able to give each employee the same experience with whatever their preference is. This is where we step into one of the bigger portions of productivity, which is Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams does a lot for us, and working together is the biggest thing. We're able to chat, call, or video anyone, and we can engage anyone at any time. This way, we can bring everybody in our organization closer together. Teams integrates with tools like SharePoint, so we can share files while chatting. We're able to document files inside of our chat and create new ones, add applications and outside third-party tools. Teams is a unified platform for doing anything you can imagine in business. It's made for simple navigation and collaboration, and it's very, very easy to set up for an organization. Diamond is experts in making the Microsoft Teams experience work flawlessly for an organization, and we highly recommend using Teams over many other platforms for the reason that it incorporates many different tools into one. It's not just for calling, it's not just for chatting and collaboration, it does everything in one space. The big one and most common one being chatting. We're able to communicate with just our teams. We're able to communicate with one-on-one chats. We're also able to communicate with external users and groups at any point in time. There's many different ways to chat Microsoft Teams, but chatting is one of our key features. Meeting is a huge one. Today, we're in a Microsoft Teams webinar, and this is a version of Meeting where we have many different controls, all at the touch of our fingers. Teams can meet for 2 all the way up to 10,000 people in one place being our virtual room together. We can go into breakout rooms, we have reactions, Q&A sessions, private views, custom settings, notes, AI integration, recording, transcription. I'd run out of breath if I kept going. Teams has a lot, and Meeting has an exceptional amount specifically for helping you with collaborating with your team. Calling is something that has recently become more and more popular, and the reason it's separate than Meeting is because there's now something called Teams Voice or the Teams phone system, where you're able to now also have your phone system fully integrated into Microsoft Teams, so your Teams is the backbone of every phone you have in your organization. For many small to medium businesses, Teams Voice has been a lifesaver, both in terms of cost and in functionality. Not having to have a whole bunch of desk phones and third-party phones with a third-party app makes it so your mobile devices, your desktops, and your laptops all become phone systems through Teams. So calling is another feature in the modern workplace vision that can be included for you. And it wouldn't be Teams without collaboration. This is what I mean by it extends past just chatting and talking. When we're collaborating inside of a team or a group, sending files, sharing resources, pictures, GIFs, opening apps in real time, everything inside of Teams is done in Teams, so you don't have to traverse into other portals and applications. This is very, very helpful for when you're trying to keep your daily work life in one place all the time. Diamond 365 has a unique approach where we take built-in experiences that work across platforms. We have AI and automation to secure your future, and we're integrated across people, devices, apps, and data, all under something called Business Premium. It is a license that through this presentation you've seen, we have the ability to fully optimize for you and your organization. What many businesses don't realize is inside of Microsoft 365, when you acquire a license, that license comes with a lot of features that you can choose to use or you can choose to leave alone. But the ones you choose to leave alone are generally the ones that integrate with the tools you use. And when Diamond comes in, we promote that we turn your license that you may only be using 30% of into something that you use 100% of in the most optimal way. By connecting all the dots that you may not have known existed, we're taking the built-in experiences across all of these platforms and connecting them in an intelligent way that helps your business every day. It could be the productivity across your employees, it could be the security across your infrastructure, and it could even be the future of your company with how you employ and scale up. There's many different ways to use this approach, but the purpose of having Diamond here for your technology needs helps alleviate the problems in your organizations that you don't know how to face or have consistently had trouble facing. Now, we want to make sure that you don't miss the opportunity to future-proof your workplace and gain a competitive edge in today's rapidly evolving business landscape. So this is Diamond's offer to you. For your attendance, you get a $500 Diamond coupon that gives you the following benefits for free. The first one is a free demo. This is a demonstration on how to use Microsoft 365 with your existing license in Microsoft, or for those without Microsoft, only a license that's $20 per user per month. So on this demo call, we'll show you the modern workplace vision. We'll show you how it works, what you would have the opportunity to have with this coupon, and what you're able to utilize if you move forward with Diamond as your modern workplace provider. This coupon also comes with a risk-free assessment of the environment you have with the Diamond recommendations on what we would fix and how we can help. So we would go into your current infrastructure, whether it's Microsoft, if it's on premise, we would give you a risk-free assessment. We'd note down everything about the environment and then give you our recommendations on what Diamond 365 would do to help better make your environment secure, productive, and streamlined in a way that's cost-effective for your organization. So on your screen, you can see here that you can earn 500 Diamond bucks just for viewing the live demo. All you have to do is go to the link that's on the screen, www.diamondbc.net / the modern My365 workplace winner. And this will be your coupon that'll get you the free demo and your risk-free assessment with Diamond. So that way we can go through your Microsoft infrastructure and give you the Diamond recommendations.
Well,
Cora.
that was a fire hose of information, Nicholas. I got to tell you, right? I know it's something
It always
that
is.
it's like, whoa, where do I start? Where do I go? I'm not seeing the questions. If anybody has a question, I would suggest you put it in now, while we have the attention to be able to get that. But we do understand it's a lot. And I'm sorry, did I cut you off, Nicholas? Did you have anything more? I mean, that $500 offer is something that it's really just for seeing the actual environment in live. You're not today. You've educated yourself. The next step would be to see, hey, what is this Viva landing page, SharePoint intranet, and what can it do? And the risk assessment itself is of value to be able to get you, show you what your gaps are and how you can definitely be thriving in a digital world going forward. So I guess
Absolutely.
yeah. So I guess with that said, we're great. We're like coming under the time. We always like to be able to offer that, not go over, but get you back to your day, so you get your work done.
Yes, right back to where we were. Right. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Darius, thank you very much for that confirmation in the chat there. We appreciate it. And thank you, Cora, for having me on for the opportunity to present this webinar with you.
Okay.
We look forward to hopefully helping out with any demonstrations or assessments in the future. Cora, do you have any parting words for our audience today?
No, I just would like to thank everybody for joining us here today. And, we look forward to helping you thrive in the digital world. Have a great day.
Awesome. Have a great day, everybody.
Okay.